So this is what we've been playing towards. It's time for the final round, which as always is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So Chris, Kevin and CJ from the Eggheads and Ian from the Not Very Civil Servants, would you leave the studio now, please? So Steve, Alison, Caroline and Alex, you're playing to win the Not Very Civil Servants, £1,000. Judith and Daphne, you're playing for something which money can't buy, a rather battered reputation. As usual, I'll ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge and you are allowed to confer. Not Very Civil Servants, the question is, are your 4 brains better than the Eggheads 2?
I think so.
You think so? Well, oh, it's going to be a very good round, I think. Now, Not Very Civil Servants, would you like to go first or second?
On the basis that I think we did better when we went first, we shall continue in that manner and take the first question.
First question to Not Very Civil Servants. Number Wang and the snooker commentators are regular sketches in a comedy series starring which double act? Mitchell and Webb, French and Saunders, or Hale and Pace?
I'm quite confident on this one, having seen it on a regular basis. It certainly isn't French and Saunders. It's not Hale and Pace. It's the marvellous Mitchell and Webb.
Mitchell and Webb. That's Number Wang. It is the right answer. Well done. Okay, Eggheads, the Pyramid Stage is an integral feature of which music and arts festival which usually takes place in June in Somerset? Glastonbury, Blindbourne or WOMAD? The Pyramid Stage is an integral feature of which music and arts festival which usually takes place in June in Somerset?
That would be Glastonbury.
Glastonbury? Have you ever been?
No, too muddy.
You could hold a more refined one on your land, couldn't you, Judith?
Well, it'd be drier.
Glastonbury is the right answer. Well done, Eggheads. Okay, Not Very Civil Servants. Alfred Wainwright devoted much of his life to mapping and describing which area of the British Isles? Snowdonia, South Downs or the Lake District? Alfred Wainwright devoted much of his life to mapping and describing which area of the British Isles?
I have no idea what
I wouldn't think it was the South Downs.
Wainwright's Walks in the Lake District.
Wainwright's Walks.
Okay.
Wainwright's Walks rings a bell with Alex. And Lake District, you said? Yeah?
Yep.
So we're going to go for the Lake District.
Lake District? Yeah, it's just been a very successful TV series, hasn't it? Wainwright's Walks with Julia Bradbury. And she has been walking around the Lake District.
Yes,
It is the right answer. So, Eggheads, you need to get this. In which city do the Dutch football team Feyenoord play their home games? Rotterdam, Arnhem or Utrecht?
Feyenoord, something north. I have no idea. Not up north, I haven't a clue. Oh dear, we could do with one of the boys here. I think out of all those I would go for Rotterdam because it's the biggest. But I have absolutely no idea. Okay, well I'll go with you. I'm an Well, on the basis that Rotterdam is the largest, we're going to go for Rotterdam, but we have no idea, damn it.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
So no idea. One of the boys knew. Any of you male Eggheads know?
Yeah, Rotterdam.
It is Rotterdam. It is the right answer.
She's a brilliant guesser.
But they did know, just seeing how well those head-to-heads worked for you there. Well, another question to you, Not Very Civil Servants. Haven't struggled with any of yours so far. Third question. Which French fashion designer was awarded the title of Commander de la Légion d'honneur in 2009? Is it Jean-Paul Gaultier, Sonia Rykiel or Nicole Fari? Jean-Paul Gaultier, Sonia Rykiel or Nicole Fari?
Unanimous.
We've got pretty much 4 gut feelings here.
4, that's good. So you've added an extra one.
Yeah, we could have done with a 5th gut. But what we're going to do is we're going to go with our gut instinct and go for Jean-Paul Gaultier.
Jean-Paul Gaultier, Légion d'honneur, was awarded in 2009 to Sonia Rykiel. Ah, no, so a miss there. Well, been going so well, but, and the Eggheads wobbling on the last one, but they have a chance just to nick it. Well, Eggheads, can you tell me in finance which term refers to the practice of selling a security you do not own in anticipation of its price falling? High selling, long selling, or short selling? In finance, which term refers to the practice of selling a security you do not own in anticipation of its price falling?
Short selling.
Short selling.
Yes.
It's correct. Eggheads, you've won. Well, not very civil servants. Up to that point, I would have been short-selling the Eggheads. Did everything you could do in those head-to-heads. Fantastic performances from nearly all of you. Poor Ian got lumbered with that food and drink round. He didn't want to play, but really knocked those Eggheads about in the head-to-heads, and they just nipped in there. But very good team. Very good to see you. Not very civil servants. I think on another day could have done it, but not on this particular one. But thank you very much indeed for coming along to play. So the winners are the Eggheads. They've done what comes naturally to them, and they reign supreme over Quizland once again. I'm afraid you won't be going home with £1,000, which means the money rolls over to our next show. Eggheads, congratulations. Who will beat you? Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers have the brains to defeat the Eggheads. £2,000 says they don't. Until then, goodbye.